Even though it already has 17,000 plays and 965 likes, I get it. I get it. It could be a radio hit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to BandLab Plus. Coffee, that's this thing. It's time to wake up, wind up, and queue up with another excellent BandLab track. And today we have one that is obscenely racked up plays here. Look, once I heard about this track and was made aware of it, it was going to be on the show. It's a phenomenal track. Today's song is Let It Be, featuring Ashley, over on the lab. So, without further ado, let's get to the lab. Excellent track. There we go. I got Ashley Music 1 at ASHLEYMUSIC1, repping 598 followers here on BandLab, following 2 people. Nice. Her song Let It Be, with 17,000 plays, 965 likes, one of which is our own. It's a great song, okay? Never knew it could be heavy on me. Ashley, where are my lyrics? Here we go. We were both young. Oh my gosh, she's got that Sadie voice. If you don't know who Sadie is, maybe I'll find a clip and pop it in here.
Maybe some form of spiraling, like you were floating outside your body.
Wow.
Changes as the weather gets colder, roll down my sleeves.
Hear the automation on those reverb and delay throws.
Paralyzed with no silver lining. I didn't know that someone so young could hold the weight of expired luck. Heavy heart, heavy mind, heavy body.
Man, that is heavy.
Cracks in the ceiling.
Great delay throw.
Changing my appearance till I like what I see. I just wish someone could hold me.
Very early Taylor Swift instrumental vibes, but with a much more adult sounding voice instead. This chorus just slaps. What a great, like, all-encompassing thought that is so relatable.
I didn't know that someone so young could hold the weight of expired luck.
Could hold the weight of expired luck.
Heavy mind, heavy body.
As someone with a daughter, that makes me emotional. Silent screaming, we know that one.
Heavy heart, heavy mind, heavy body.
I want to know who produced this. This is not an amateur production.
Heavy mind, heavy body.
Can this truly be an original? Come on. This is phenomenal. This is extraordinary. This is radio ready. So let's head into 2 things I love and 1 thing I want more of. The first thing I love about this track is how radio ready it is. Let's skip for a moment the heavy content because that is just, oh man, that really grabs me. I want to focus on the track itself. Listen to these reverb and delay throws and how meticulous they are in the sense that they don't build up over time and get in the way of the vocal. It's almost, we'll have to verify, but it sounds like we're sidechaining the reverb and then automating it off, unless everything is a throw, which means it's on a separate track and then just 100% wet. Let me explain that real quick. Let's say I sing Old MacDonald Had a Farm, but I want some reverb on there, but I don't want that reverb to get in the way of the track. So I'll copy and I'll paste that track down below it, or perform it again if you want a unique reverb. I'll copy and paste it down below, and I will turn the reverb knob to 100% wet. I'll make it sound the way I want it to, but it'll be 100% wet, which means the only thing you're going to hear on that track is the vocal reflections, the reverb. You won't hear any of the original Old MacDonald Had a Farm. You'll only hear the right, or whatever your reverb sounds like. And then what you can do with that second track is you can shape it. So you can choose when the reverb swells in, when it cuts out entirely. You can tell it to sidechain, which means if your original Old MacDonald Had a Farm is playing, then the reverb is pushed down. It says, whoa, 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 wait for it, wait for it. And then the last minute when farm ends, farm, the reverb swells up because it was being compressed while the original track was singing. And then the moment the original track stopped, based on your attack and release times, it'll go whoosh and swell up again because there's nothing closing the door on it. So the way that this track does that is very intentional. Let's take a listen to some of it. I'll try and point it out for you.
Well, I don't know how to describe it. Maybe. Well, I don't know.
You'll hear that as she sings, you don't hear as much of the reverb, but the moment a word ends, before the next word starts, you get a slight swell.
How to describe it. Maybe.
And then when the singing stops entirely, you hear the reverb in its entirety, but it seems to go away before the next word starts, which could mean it's being automated volume-wise down in order to make it get out of the way so we can hear the next syllable clearly.
Some form of spiraling, like you were floating outside your body.
That sounded like they wanted to do that for the out-of-body experience. You can hear it swell, and I don't know if it's a delay or a reverb, which, shame on me, I'd have to listen to it more. But with a good pair of headphones, I suggest you listen with headphones. You'll hear outside your body, and you'll hear ah.
Outside your body.
You hear that? Now listen to it go away when the next syllable starts so that it doesn't get in the way.
Outside your body changes as the weather gets colder. Roll down my sleeves.
That's really neat. And that is intentionally using reverb and delay to create a space that is both ambient and tight, which is really what you want. You want to hear the words. You want to feel the feelings too. And the way to do that is with either a separate throw track or sidechain compression or something of that nature. Some way to automate the reverb separately from the vocal. So the second thing I love about this track is, in fact, the content. Listen to this hook. It's so catchy. It's so memorable. Leaves you wanting more. And unfortunately, the content is heavy. Otherwise, it's something that I'd just be bopping in public. But if I'm walking around in public, heavy heart, heavy mind, heavy body, people are going to be like, what? It's like, is it a song about the weight of emotions on a young girl? Or is it the song about a dad bod because I can't stop eating Snickers? I mean, I guess that's why music is subjective. Let's hear it.
Heavy heart, heavy mind, heavy body.
Hear that swell.
Paralyzed with no silver lining.
This
I
line.
didn't know that someone so young could hold the weight of expired love.
Let's send it. Heavy heart, heavy mind, heavy body. I didn't know that someone so young could hold the weight of expired luck. Heavy heart, heavy mind, heavy body. This is, as I said, heavy. To think that a young person should have to be in a position to feel this way, to even be able to have these feelings and to be able to articulate them in this way. Am I glad this song exists? You bet I am. Am I sad this song exists? You bet I am. So I'm really, really just taken aback by that hook.
Heavy heart, heavy mind, heavy body. Paralyzed with no silver lining.
Man, what a bunch of craziness. It's just so good. And for an original, so good. It's just so good. There are more than two things to love, and I could go into them, but that's not the name of the game. Here's one thing I want more of. This right here.
Say something I need to calm down.
So I personally, complete 100% my personal opinion, this song is, as I have stated many times, so you should believe me by now, this song is just baller on its own. But in this come down here, in this dynamic shift where we get an interlude, I want fewer instruments. Too much instrumental here. And I know it's not a big instrumental song. Too many instruments here.
Say something I need.
I want the piano to go away and just have the acoustic, or just have the piano and take away the acoustic. But I would even take away the drums and just play the piano through if we were going to do piano. I want this to be even more dynamic because this girl feels alone to me in this song. That's what it sounds like. And I want that loneliness simulated in this break right here. Because then when we come into this final chorus,
Heavy heart, heavy.
you can hear the swell and you can hear the hopeful music, even with the sad lyrics, which love when music does that. It would be an even bigger shift if we take out more uncomfortable subtraction. If you think that your song sounds too samey throughout, start muting instruments. And if the song still works without them, leave them out for 4 beats or 8 beats. And really be aware of this on your bridges or your drop choruses. Take stuff out. Get rid of it. It works so well to create a dynamic shift in perspective and give the listener something brand new within the scope of the same universe. It is crazy. Let It Be featuring Ashley is a phenomenal song. Those are the two things I love, and that's the one thing I want more of. Everyone should go listen to this, although it sounds like most of you already are, so I'm probably late to the game. But you need to jump over and follow Ashley. For a song with 17,000 plays, 598 followers is egregious. Y'all should be waiting on her next drop. And, you know, I may or may not have just dropped a track, but you'd know if you were following DJTatious on BandLab, YouTube, and wherever you choose to consume your social media. I am glad that you took the time to hang out with me this week. I very much appreciate you staying and listening through the two things I love and the one thing I want more of. I would love to hear the two things you love and the one thing you want more of on these tracks. Send me your tracks. Send me your comments and your vibes so that we can create better music together. If there are concepts you hear about in the show that you don't understand or you want more of, let me know. I'm here to help. So in the meantime, I hope your weekend is restful and relaxing, and I will see you Monday.